Welcome back to another episode of The Good,
The Bad,
and the 30.
You know what I just realized?
What?
We did not introduce ourselves.
Oh, we haven't the whole time. I've
Not
been noticed that.
at all.
No, that's why I took a pause like, oh.
Hopefully they know who we are.
I hope that you know, but in
Thank
case
you.
they don't,
In case they don't, I'm Kiera.
I'm Maya. What's
Thank
good?
you.
You know, and we're missing Lex.
We
So
are
shout out
missing
to
Lex.
Lex. Miss you, Dada. Anywho, I don't know. Like, I prepared something to talk about, and
You
like
did.
we can get into it.
We can get into it a little bit.
Yeah. So I be on Threads. I am not a Twitter girl
That's
anymore.
on Instagram, ain't it?
Yeah, it's like the
Instagram,
Twitter
Twitter.
of Instagram.
Yeah.
I deleted my Twitter years ago. Not years ago, literally 1 year ago, whatever. Because it was getting too serious. But I really enjoy Threads because people are like really unhinged over there. It's almost like the Twitter of where TikTok and Instagram meet.
Really?
Because the banter that people are on TikTok talking about, it like goes straight to Threads. Like they're on there
Really?
talking about it. And
is
I
the
love
video on there too? Or is it just
you
like
can't do
going back
video.
and forth?
You can do photos. You can do videos. I've seen a lot of people promoting their businesses. Initially, it was very easy to like find people. Like I found a makeup artist on there. Like it's something about the algorithm. Like it's TikTok too. Like if you type it in, then automatically you'll ATL anything. Now you're in like ATL Threads. Like now you're seeing all the stuff. I think that they know I'm from Chicago, so I
Yeah.
see Chicago related things too. Whatever words you type in or whatever, it kind of meets you there. But then in the midst of all of that, it's like things going on in the media or like just conversations. So like even with that Hanifa situation, ooh. Do you know about that?
So I saw that she is taking a step back.
Yeah.
I saw when she posted. Well, I didn't see that she posted it because I'm off Instagram right now. But on TikTok,
You've
they're
been hearing
talking
about
about
it.
it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, and they're saying how she's like taking a step back. And I've seen like all of the girlies are just like, I've just seen their opinion.
Yeah.
And how like we need to pour a little bit more into black businesses.
Yeah.
So that they don't find themselves in these type of situations.
Yeah.
Because they're really making quality items, quality pieces
Yeah.
for people within their spaces.
And we're so used to fast
Yeah.
fashion right now that
So that was the argument.
so basically she had a Black Friday sale and everything that you purchased was for pre-order.
Yeah.
So that meant that whenever it was available to ship, it would ship. And if I remember correctly, she would always have a date on there.
Are all her items handmade?
I don't think that they're handmade at
Okay.
this point. I think that she has a factory, but it's not fast fashion.
Yeah.
It's very good quality. You know, I was gonna wear one of her
Yeah.
dresses for
Our
the
live show.
for the live show, and I ended up switching up to coordinate the colors and stuff. But this will be my second time having purchased from her, and I think she's been in business 10 to 15 years. I had purchased something from her maybe 7 years ago or whatever, and the quality has always been good.
Yeah.
There was this one girl on TikTok live saying like, I'm not going to purchase anything that's pre-order anyway. Like if you don't have it available to ship right then and there, then you know that's
so crazy.
That's
because
on
I
y'all
know
to
that they
do
ordered
so.
them Steve Madden shoes, and all them Steve Madden shoes are always on pre-order.
I mean, we can go here and name
Yeah.
brands for days that, you know, Amazon ain't gonna get you your stuff in 2 days and you're gonna be okay. And so I saw a girl on Threads and she was like, really quick, like white people, when a business owner or somebody slacks, like, do y'all pile up on them the way that, like, I'm genuinely asking. And there were pros and cons. Like some people said yes, some people said no, some people were just like, you know, that's people in general, like they're just gonna pile on you no matter what your race is. But because I do look at things from a black lens anyhow, it's like it is interesting how we're so quick to like prey on someone's downfall. And she did just become a mom recently.
Yeah, I
she
think
may
that
have
was one of
2
the posts.
children
Yes,
if I'm
2.
not mistaken.
Yeah.
And we forget that people are human. She is a small business. Like, it doesn't matter how much the dresses and the items cost, because you know that you're paying for quality. That's why you're willing to pay for it. But what is it with us that we're just so willing to be like, well, you should have been quit. You should have been, like, you know, I think that that's horrible. But I hope that she did say it's just a pause and she will eventually be coming back. But that's just one of the topics. And then I'm not sure what happened with Pinky Cole.
So, you know, so crazy. I didn't even know that what occurred until someone at work brought it up to my attention, because we're like, we talk about Bravo and like all the shows on Bravo, Real Housewives.
Oh, and she's just not.
Yes, she just joined Real
It'd be
Housewives
stuff
of
like
Atlanta.
that now people want to talk about you.
Yeah, she just joined Real Housewives of Atlanta, and she brought it up to me the other week, and she was just like, she's filing for bankruptcy. I was like, oh, wow. Okay. And it just kind of hearing Hanifa's situation and then comparing to Pinky's, because I don't know the scenario, but I know that Slutty Vegan was always packed out.
Oh,
you
lying.
know?
That's one of the reasons I still haven't had a burger.
Like, always packed out. But I do remember, I think she owned Bar Vegan that was in Ponce.
Okay.
And I think that closed down as well. So I'm not quite sure what the reason is as to why she's in the situation that she's in. But I will say, just to kind of go back to the Hanifa thing, I think as Black people, we need to recognize that when it's other Black people coming and trying to take up these spaces, the output may not be the same as people.
Yeah.
Simply because they may have other resources that we don't have.
Yeah.
Or they may have access to other aspects of the business that we don't have.
Yeah.
So 9 times out of 10, when it's like a Black business, if just kind of thinking about it, when we starting a business, we hiring on auntie, niece, nephew, mama, family members to come on and make it what it is, until we have to hire somebody to make it even bigger, to kind of take on the load. When people, they may have resources or access to freaking money that's already in their house. Like, you know, like, so I think that as Black people, we should give our people grace.
Yeah, for sure.
Give our people a lot more grace and just bask in the aspect of them actually doing something and even trying to take up the space in the first place. Yeah. You know?
I agree.
Like, it's not gonna be, you can't compare Hanifa to Fashion Nova. Yeah. Shein. Yeah. Pretty Little Thing. Because it's genuinely quality. Yeah. You know? And we don't know the back end of what it took to make something like that. Yeah. Because it could be where she have her family members.
Yeah, non-cruelty. Like, you know, I don't have 1,000 people in a warehouse.
Which is probably why things are on pre-order. Yeah. So I think that we need to broaden our expectations when it comes to certain things like that. Like, and just recognize that not everyone's access is the same. Yeah. And you can't compare something like Hanifa's business to a Pretty Little Thing who's been doing it much longer. Yeah. Who probably has put in warehouse money and all, like, you know, have much more access to resources than a smaller business does.
Yeah. And I think all around, you know, the Black experience, even like way before we were allowed to open bank accounts, you know, it very well may still be difficult to get a loan from a bank
for sure.
as a Black-owned business. Do you know what we have to show and prove to be able to get the funds? There was another girl, she's the founder of Black Girls in Media, and she's having events and stuff, and she's been transparent about, like, you know, it's difficult to have these businesses and these programs and things because you want people that can do good work, but you have to be able to pay them. I can't want to hire somebody who in business ops or a CEO or COO or whatever, and they got 5 to 8 to plus years of experience to take me where I need to be, but they want 5 to 8 to 10 years of experience salary.
Money,
yeah, like, so it's just unfortunate the way you can easily pile on someone via the internet behind a keyboard. Unrealistic expectations that you don't have for other brands either. So I'm praying for all of the girl bosses, because it's not easy. To that point, I wanted to segue into one of the topics about rejection.
Yeah.
And like what is how power is found in rejection. And so the question that I actually posed was, do you agree that there is power in rejection? And can you think of a time that you were denied something, and how did you handle it?
Yeah, I think that there's definitely rejection. The way that you respond to it determines how you feel when it comes to rejection. Because you can take rejection and be like, oh, this is too much. Like, I can't. I'm not enough. Like, you can take rejection and down yourself because you've been rejected. Or you can take rejection and be like, okay, this is just something that's going to make me work harder.
Yeah.
This is just something that's going to make me want to do more or better myself, better my craft so that I can get to where I want to be. It depends on how hard you want it, how much you want it. So I definitely think that there is power in rejection. I think that rejection is a good thing. Like, it's never a bad thing. I think that we live in a world where we have so much access to stuff, and depending on the way that you were raised, depending on like any of your circumstances, like, people respond to rejection differently.
Yeah.
Me, myself, like, in any aspect of life, multiple aspects, I can give you a dating aspect of life where I've been rejected. I can give you a job aspect of life where I've been rejected. I can give you a collegiate aspect of life where I've been rejected, and it didn't do anything to me but make me want to figure out what I did wrong, what wasn't right, so that I can fix it and try it again.
Yeah.
Because that's all, I feel like that's genuinely what it should be about. It shouldn't be a situation to where you're having to redirect your expectations or lower your expectations because you didn't get it that first time.
Yeah.
Like, we have so much access, so much resource to absolutely anything at our fingertips at these days, to where you can find the answer to anything that you need, and it will get you to where you need to be.
Yeah.
You just got to put in the work.
I agree. I also feel like there's power in rejection. And like you said, I could list a bunch of different experiences, like whether it's career-wise, whether it's socially, friendships, relationships. Like, there's so many instances in life where, like, you get a no. And Anissa said this in a previous episode about just, like, you're going to get some no's. It's a part of the process. Sometimes you get more no's than you get yeses, but there's always something greater waiting on the other side of that. And I've definitely experienced that. I've been broken down. I've also lost jobs. I've been in the waiting room, as we talk about, like, all of the things. But I welcome rejection, because that just means that I'm getting closer to, like, where I'm supposed to be.
If you really look at it, like, the things that we pray for, the things that we yearn for, the things that we have a desire for right now, and we go months and months without receiving it, that's rejection.
Yeah.
That's God just genuinely rejecting us from actually getting to it or reaching it, because it's like, it's not ready. Like, you need more work. Like, you have to continue to put in the work. Yeah. Like, I still have more stuff that I need you to figure out before I can give it to you, right? Yeah. So it's the same situation when we get rejected in any other areas of life. It's just like, find out why you got rejected and go better yourself to, if you want it that bad.
Yeah, for sure.
Go better yourself and go figure it out and make that rejection a yes.
For sure. In that same breath of talking about rejection and the power of rejection in Threads, I saw this term that I had never heard of before, but apparently it's also a show.
I was literally about to say that. I saw that it's a TV show.
It's a TV
I've never
show.
Seen it a day in my life.
So I'm assuming that it's like a comedy's version of what this means. But I was perplexed. So, arrested development. It means a premature halt in physical or psychological growth, often due to trauma, neglect, or chronic stress, leaving someone emotionally stuck at a younger age despite their physical maturity, leading to difficulty with adult emotions and social skills. So, I couldn't help. I couldn't help but think about life and a friend.
It instantly makes you think about life.
Instantly. A friend said to me, you're somebody who's always evolving. Yeah. So it's hard to know, what you feel or what you're thinking about something. And I don't even think that she was trying to say it in, a bad way either. But it did get me to thinking because I've lived in a bunch of different states, which I feel has expanded my horizon in different ways that I may not even think about regularly. But also when Anissa was saying, I'm looking at people who have their friends and their family and things like that. Because I'm, on missions, I have not found my community, so to speak, because I'm, on the go. I'm living life in the fast lane, as I was just saying. But at the same time, I think about arrested development because I think about the ways that I'm growing and I have to mourn my old lives. I have to mourn my old friendships and relationships because there's a big disconnect.
Yeah.
And I think that people experience arrested development with people, but they don't accept it. Whether you've moved here, there, and everywhere or stayed in the same place. I think that progressive people eventually have to let someone go to unlock another level.
Yeah, you can't bring everybody with you.
And that's exactly what I wrote down. Everybody can't go. What does that mean to you?
Everybody can't go. It literally just means and I think that it's hard for me too. Because I think about a couple of episodes ago, I was just saying how I love my family, I love my friends, and I'm always trying to put myself in a position to where it not only benefits me, but also benefits them.
Yeah.
Because I want them to go wherever I'm going.
Yeah.
I want them to be in the places wherever I'm at, you know?
Yeah.
And there comes times in certain relationships, whether it's family or friendships, where you just notice that, okay, I have to... we're moving at two different wavelengths.
Yeah.
We're on two different paths.
I'm in the fast lane.
And your path is not the path that I'm on anymore.
Yeah.
So I think that in those situations, it's okay. It's okay.
Yeah.
'Cause when you put in so many years with someone and it's liable for something to go not the way that it's supposed to go.
Yeah.
Because everyone has their own experience with life. Everyone has their own way of processing things that happen to them.
Yeah.
And sometimes it can slow them down or it can make them move a little bit faster, you know? So I think that first, I think it's okay. It's okay to leave people where they at. It's okay to recognize that not everybody can come with you. But I think that I'm such an empath as well. Two things can be true. Yeah. I'm such an empath as well that I would be the type of person where I would try and have the conversation, because I want them to come with me so bad.
Yeah.
And at the end, it's probably gonna hurt, you know. But the beauty in all of it is, if it's someone that's meant to be a part of your life, y'all will find your way back to each other. Sometimes friendships, relationships, there's just a period where everybody need to just go figure their own shit out.
Yeah, go lock in.
Go lock in, and then we can reconvene later, and that's okay.
Yeah,
and that's another thing too. Like, I am so grateful for our age and how much we've all grown, because I feel like all of us as friends, we can go separate, not talk to each other for weeks, and it be okay.
Yeah,
go not talk to each other for months, and it be okay. Years ago, probably not. Like, we probably would have been in our heads like, dang, like, you don't want to be my friend no more. Like, you don't want to do this, you don't want to do that. Now I think that we've matured so much emotionally to where we're just like, okay, we recognize, we listen to our bodies, we listen to what we got going on. We listen to or see the signs of our friends, especially if it's someone that you know for so long. You're just like, okay, we're going to go do our own thing. And it's not even something that's said. Yeah. It just happens. Yeah. And then it comes back like nothing ever really happened. Yeah. You know? And I think that it's okay to let people go in those situations. Yeah. But it's also okay when you find your way back to each other. Because if it's truly that, like, that true relationship, that true friendship of what it is, then it's bound to come back to each other.
For sure. And I think with age, like, our emotional intelligence changes. Because I was just thinking, like, what is that? Like, why does it have to appear to be or actually be a fallout when you just growing apart from somebody? Like, it really shouldn't be that. So it is an appreciation when we get to this age. Now it's like, you know, they just...
We recognize that we're all
going pouring through the into other cups. They're sowing seeds. Like, they're developing, whether it's themselves or their dream,
not
whatever.
Everything
like,
can be the same. Yeah. Like, we can... 2 years ago, we was probably out partying. Now, like, we not doing that no more. And that's okay. Yeah. That's okay. And you may have a friend that's doing that now, and that could be okay if y'all okay with that. Unless when that friend is like coming to you and being like, okay, I feel like you're not being a friend to me because you're not going out partying with me. If your friend can't recognize the fact that you have matured in that aspect of life and you have changed your ways and been okay with that, that's not your friend.
Child, that was 5 years ago. Like, well, why the hell you want to see me in the club so bad? I got things to do.
Why you want
I'm
me
not
to
even
stand on the
club
couch?
girl. Like, dang, like, relax. But no, I'm definitely ready for like that transition of like everybody's on the same level, like emotionally, mature wise, like mentally. Everybody, it's nothing to like fuss about.
Yeah, and I think that I appreciate that out of all the relationships that we have is like our emotions aren't stagnant. Like our mental growth and intellect, it's not stagnant because we're constantly growing within our own spaces and then coming together and growing with each other. Yeah. So there's multiple scenarios and perspectives to where we're capable of growing and being much better than what we are.
For sure.
One thing that we talked about was just like arrested development when it comes to friendship. I feel like is what we just kind of spoke on. But let's talk about how like that can be triggered from like our childhood. Ooh. And how it triggers the responses that we have now as an adult. So like one thing that I'm thinking of when I think of arrested development and like that, not necessarily trauma, but the situations that I've had as a child and how it plays out into my childhood, my adult life right now, I'm thinking of my finances. So like my parents, they're entrepreneurs, been entrepreneurs all my life. They've been... I think that, let me say this. So I think that growing up, they didn't instill in me, my sister, like the importance of saving, investing, and budgeting, right? And I think that I'm having to, well, I had to over the past couple of years just kind of learn that on my own when I've had such a crutch from my family. Like I was so dependent on my family, my grandparents to solve this financial crisis for me. And I think that in comparison, not to even compare, but in comparison to other people people where they maybe had to, after they graduated high school, they had to go get a job. And they immediately had to learn like the importance of saving and paying a bill and all those things. I think that's one thing that I think of when I think of Arrested Development, and how like my maturity level when it comes to my finances, it was potentially just a little bit slower than my peers because I've always had my parents or my grandparents to fall back on.
Yeah.
But, and then also too with that, they didn't teach me savings, budgeting, any of that when I was in grade school, when I went out to college.
Yeah.
Like none of that was learned until I had to start paying my own bills.
Yeah.
And I had to start like seeing what that looks like on my own self.
Yeah.
So I think that now, and it's still premature for me, even though I've been on my own for like 5 years now. It's still premature for me because like as you start to make more, you have to truly understand like, okay, once you pay these bills, that's fine. Like your bills are paid, but you don't want to be check to check.
Yeah, don't go blow it all.
Like, you know?
Yeah.
You want to be able to save. You want to be able to have funds for a rainy day.
Yeah.
You want to have funds for if you want to go on this trip.
Yeah.
This, and that, and the third.
Yeah.
And I think that that's something that I think about when it comes to Arrested Development in childhood and how it played into my like adult life.
Yeah.
Just that premature knowledge that I had of managing finances is something that I'm still like trying to unlearn and just do better at now.
Yeah.
What about you? Is there anything that you can think of that you grew up on and you're like, okay, I'm still in some way dealing with this in my adult life?
I feel like I don't know how to rest.
Okay.
Like, we joke about naps and stuff like that, but I think that even when I accomplish something, I am like, all right, what's next? Like, it's very hard for me to sit in like an accomplishment and like celebrate said accomplishment and just like relax for a minute, like release my shoulders. Well, for one, I think this is a general thing that a lot of people talk about. I am first generation technically because I'm the only one that has graduated. And so I had a lot of expectations that I put on myself, honestly, because I feel like, you know, if I were to go on and go to school and then not finish school, like, nobody was going to beat me down about it, but I instilled these expectations on myself to just always be high achieving.
Yeah.
But it's to the point now that I don't know how to stop achieving. Like, I don't know how to stop, like, setting goals or, like, not even that, because it's okay with continuing to set goals, but I don't know how to, like, bask in a moment. Like, oh, we did this. We accomplished this. This was great. What are we going to do next?
So when you achieve something, said project, whatever, maybe are you not, like, what fulfills you? Like, what makes you feel like, oh, I'm so happy that I achieved this? What makes you feel proud of yourself for achieving said thing if you're constantly trying to move to the next thing? What makes you proud of yourself?
I guess the completion of it.
A completion of like, oh, I did it, so it is what it is.
I did it.
And now I got to do something else.
Yeah. Yes.
I mean, I get it. I think that me, like, I'm so celebratory. I'm like, I need to sit in this for a good little minute.
And see, I'm trying to get into that though, because like,
especially if it took a while for you to get there.
Absolutely.
Like, you gotta bask in the.
I'm learning to bask, but at the same time, like I'm gonna celebrate this weekend because I did something big. You know, like, I am proud that happened. But in the back of my mind, maybe even the middle, maybe even the front, I'm looking toward what's
something
next.
Else. Do you ever feel like you'll ever find a place where everything is enough? Like, what you've done is enough?
Ooh. Didn't I just tell you the other day I'm ready to settle down? I'm living life in the fast lane.
But what are you doing to be like, okay, like, I'm ready to, I'm like, you're saying that you're ready to settle down. You're saying that you want to, like, you're saying that you want to be more present in the things that you're achieving.
Yeah.
What are you doing to do that? If you're constant, like, if you have a list of things that you want to achieve.
Yes.
What are you doing now to, like, make
I just
sure
marked
that,
one
like,
off, and now on to the rest of the list. So yes, this is really like this is a problem. This is a thing, but it's
maybe it's not a problem. I mean, you're still young.
I was just about to say that, like, it's a combination. Like,
we're still young.
It's like exactly. Yeah. We're still young. There's still like somebody had said like, oh, I was in my prime back in the day. Like, no, I have not peaked.
Yeah,
we have not peaked.
Yeah,
like there's still so many things to do.
Yeah.
However, within all of that, I do just want to learn to steward the gifts that I've been given. And I think along the way, I will learn if I'm taking enough time to do it. Right now, I just don't think that I am, because life is moving too fast. But I also was in a waiting room for a very long time prior to me moving here. And when I say a long time, it may have been 2 years where I kind of like locked myself away in a dungeon and was like, felt like I just had to really build back up. Like I had to restore mentally, physically, financially, all of those things. Yeah. So now that I am in a place where I'm doing exceptionally well, I want to keep doing exceptionally well. So it's just like no downtime right now.
Is that your comfortable spot? Like, do you feel comfortable? Do you feel comfortable if you were to stop trying to achieve the things that you have on your list right now and just, and just be where you are?
I got things to do, honey. I got places to go.
That's fair. That's fair.
You know, maybe in a few years, like maybe after a few more things.
And that's fair. Like we're still young. Like we're still young. There's still things that need to be done for sure. Like there isn't a stop anytime soon. And I completely understand that. Yeah. Completely understand that.
And even when I think about like the book, it's just like, to understand writing, you have to know, like, you have to experience things. Like, my mind has changed about the beginning, the end, the middle, all of that so many times in writing the book. And when I think about the beginning year of, like, where the book starts to where it's supposed to end up and, like, all of the things, it's like my mind changes so much about that. So I don't want to rush something like that either. So yeah, we'll see after a few more boxes get checked.
God will tell you when it's time for you to sit down.
Oh, he's going to make me do it.
He's definitely going to make you do it. For sure. He has a way of making you be present that you wouldn't even think of. Like, not even think of. And I think that that's, like, the space that I'm in right now. Like, I deactivated my Instagram. Like, I'm not trying to be in no social anything right now, because I think that you just got to pay attention to your body, pay attention to your surroundings, pay attention to, like, the interactions that you're having. And when it's time to slow down, you'll know when it's time to slow down.
Absolutely.
Like, you'll feel that, like, you'll feel that need, that urge to slow down. And it'll just happen.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
When I think about Arrested Development when it comes to social media, I feel like I could say so many different things about that, because
attention seeker.
You have people that feel like they know you.
Yeah.
And because you have developed into so many different people over the years, it's like, I'm not the same person from high school. I'm not the same person from college. We're way past that. But in the same token, like I have to think about that for other people too. Like I'm like, I don't want to follow you.
I was about to say
want to see what you got going on.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But it's like you're not the same person that you were either.
Yeah.
But what is it about us that we kind of put that on people? Like you look at somebody and you can't look past who they used to be.
I don't know. I genuinely don't know.
Because we just do that by habit. Like
I genuinely don't know what it is. I think that when it comes to, are you saying just in general when it comes to social media and like
social media, social
or just like
relationships, people in general, like, you know, the aspect of growth when it comes to like the people that we follow, the people that follow us, like there's people that may feel like they still know you, but y'all ain't caught up in so long, you don't even know the differences or the growth that has taken place.
Yeah.
So I think about that often because me and Shayna, like we're always talking about the people. Like if a high school reunion happens today, are you going to your high school reunion?
I probably would, because I think that, not that I missed that part of my life, but I think that it would make me feel good seeing the people that I was cool with at that time. Yeah. Like it would fulfill that part of me that not necessarily that I need, but I recognize that it would make me feel good. Like I would be like, oh wow, okay, yeah, why not? Probably a couple of years ago, no, but like now,
growth.
Yeah, I would. You wouldn't.
I think all of my like classmates that are sane would agree that like no, we wouldn't go.
Got it. Okay.
There is a group of us though that like we could absolutely come together and do our own thing.
Yeah.
But at the same time, like we're all they gonna think I got a lisp, child. It's the wine, y'all. But at the same time, I feel like the people that I'm still connected with on social media are those people that I wouldn't mind linking up with for the reunion.
Yeah, and I genuinely think that like if something like that was to happen, it would only be the people that's on social media. Yeah, like only be the people that I would follow that would more than likely be there.
What about your Facebook friends?
Babes, I don't be on Facebook like that.
Exactly. But there's some people
that's a different type of social media crew. That's
but
a different.
Some people that are
you
people
friends on there are too stagnant for me. They too content, babes.
Oh, they got Arrested Development. Do you think? Okay. So you understand.
They have Arrested Development for sure.
You understand. They're stagnant.
Yeah.
They're stuck.
And I don't fault them for it. I don't fault them for it at all. I think it's two things can be true at the same time. Two things can be true at the same time. I don't fault them for it. I think it's just everyone has a choice in life. Oh. Everyone has a choice in life, and your choice can determine a lot.
Yes,
like
it
can make or break the way that you see yourself in the next 5 or 10 years.
Absolutely.
Depending on how you choose in any given moment. And I think that some people, it's not that they were dealt a bad hand, it's just that the choices that they just didn't choose a different path, you know? And I do still recognize that some people are just given a bad hand. Some people are just in wrong situations, wrong time, you know?
I agree.
But I do, a huge part of anything in life is all about the choices that you make. And
Absolutely.
Whether they're good or bad, like sometimes those bad choices can become good in the long run.
Yeah. So they can change things. I mean, anything can change. Anissa said this. Anything can change the next day, the blink of an eye. You just never know. But you do have to, and people never want to hear this from me, but I'm always preaching prevention over, because once you get to a point of, I can't even think of my own little phrases. I haven't said my phrases in a long time, but I'm always preaching prevention over correction. Yeah. Because sometimes a decision or two decisions can get you so far to where you're beyond correction. And it's like you said, like life is about choices, and like, but everything is hard.
Everything is hard.
You have to choose your heart. I always say that, like,
choose your heart.
You know, this is hard, but this is harder. But if you do this hard, then it'll get easier on the other side of that. Versus this is hard. So
choose your heart. And I think that the space that I'm in right now is just a space of staying in continuous peace. So one thing that and this phrase has stuck with me for the longest time. Usually I'll come across a quote or something and babes, I forget it. Maybe like 10, 15 minutes later, like can't even think of it. But in that moment, it touched me. But this one touched me so much so that I'm still thinking about it like months later. So I'm like, okay, it has to mean something in the stage that I'm in now. So it's to have peace that surpass all understanding, you have to give up the need to understand. Like you have to,
because you can't just always be trying to figure something like, why did this happen? Why? It's really like trying to seek closure about everything.
And like I think that can also just play back into the first part of this conversation about rejection. Like people,
why didn't this happen for me?
Like not trying to, whether it's good understanding or bad understanding, like just regardless of how things played out, it played out the way that they were supposed to play out. And you pick up and move to the next. You know, you pick up and you move to the next place of peace. The next scenario that's going to bring you peace. Whether it's good or bad. It's a choice that you got to make. Just don't try and sit there and understand that choice. You know, like,
don't waste your time.
Don't waste your time.
I feel that. I received that. You don't have to text me that quote.
I can text it to you. I can sing it to you. I can send you a voice note every single day. Because it's buried in my head right now. I'm probably going to forget it in a couple of months, and I'll have another one for you. But
we're going to remember that one because...
That was good, huh?
Yeah, it's gonna help me in my own Arrested Development.
No, for sure, because you're gonna be present.
I'm gonna bask in it. We're trying to be where our feet are.
That is another one of my favorite ones. And you know what's so crazy? I used to say that all the time, and it's like after a couple of months, after I'm like past the quote. Or like
you're
after
just
I'm
over
past
it.
Of like living
you're
the quote,
just over it.
Like I'm not even in the space of being in that place no more. I forget about the quote, but that was one of my favorites.
That's one of our quotes. Like we're trying to be where our feet are.
Be where your feet are. Just be present. There's peace and presence.
I want to get that. I need that. I'm gonna get that.
Thank you.
Anyhow. Anyway, this was a nice little key.
No, this is great. I love this, for sure.
Thanks, guys, for tuning in to the good,
the bad,
and the 30. Yeah. Make sure you follow us, subscribe, comment, like, and all of the things. And we'll see you next time.
Toodles.